and welcome back. We're in for the third game of the series here on Mirage. I'm going to go straight into Knife. We got Endpoint again versus Movistar Riders. Sorry, I'm just clicking my window. And, yeah. Some good footsies here from the teams. Team moving back and forth, but it starts off and... Oh, Endpoint get a couple of frags in, but it's Eastall versus 2. Unfortunately, can't pull off that 1v2. Endpoint pick up the knife round and will be sticking to the CT side, unsurprisingly. So here we are. We're on the third game of the best of 3. Endpoint, having won the last map, feeling relatively comfortable on a more default map, and their opponent's map choice as well. Obviously, that means that they lost their own map as well. But coming in with the tempo after their previous win. It's looking like, again, an A-side stack. Unsurprisingly, from the T side, as they move on pretty instantaneously. Surreal goes down, but Robin, with that USP starting to hold, I'm loving the dualies here from Thomas, as he takes down Lowell with that high rate of fire. There's a player in mid, well, that will be Alex. But, as we see here, Crucial does get taken down. Mighty Max ready to respond, though. As on A is Eastall. Doesn't have the bomb quite yet, and he's still eager. He's looking for that. Mighty Max trying to contest aggressively, does get taken down, and alongside Still Eager, they will open up that site. And Movistar Riders pick up round 1, the pistol, on this map. Interestingly, they have won the game in this series where they won the pistol. So, I'm no prophet, but just saying. Oh, sorry, I clicked off. The Movistar Riders instantly going, hey, time to take mid control. They certainly do. With the smoke towards that. Oh, nice headshot onto Surreal there. Will net Movistar Riders. First kill of the round. And from here, a lot of pressure on. Looking like they're going to be going towards B. The rotate is ready from Endpoint. They are very excited to see how this is going to go. Raring to get into these gunfights. Flashes as well towards it, but the Molly will completely deal with Robin. Movistar Riders using that utility very well. Thomas lurking in the back of the actual bomb site. Still is looking for it. Does actually deal with him pretty well. With Alex still waiting in mid, they close out the round cleanly yet again from Movistar Riders. Taking the tempo early on in this match. That's what you want to see from a T side. But finally, it's a buy round for the TCT Endpoint. Only 3 kills apiece on this team so far. But a decent amount of utility, at least on Mighty Max and Robin. However, they're going to have to contend 1-for-1 with Movistar Riders' entire stockpile. And with Movistar Riders, enough to buy up even if this round goes south. I really like the way they've played this so far. Mighty Max picking up a frag onto Mopos, but still going down as well as Staliga opens up this site. Has moved on very aggressively. We're going to have to see Crucial rotate as quickly as he possibly can. Looking to contest from CT here, but with the utility going towards that, it's going to be very difficult to actually do that. Thomas still trying to play from Cat here through onto that A site, but doesn't have much space to work with, and with that smoke blocking him off, he's going to get little to nothing. Crucial still sitting in CT. Mighty Max will flash him in. This is an opportunity. Wants to find something, but it looks like they might be backing off. Endpoint not wanting to take this fight. They know that if they lose this round, Movistar Riders, sure, will continue to have weapons. They were going to have weapons anyway. Endpoint themselves will have weapons now going into the second round. Sorry, into the third round. Fourth. I can't do maths. But even if they won the round, at what cost? And I don't think they wouldn't have weapons on Robin, Surreal, whoever else they'd lost in that fight. Whereas Movistar Riders, they have more than enough to buy up again. Even though they lost. And we get, again, a fantastic debut. And we buy up for Movistar Riders. Yet again. Endpoint looking to force up and play around this. They have just enough to be able to afford pretty solid buy across the board. contest for the mid control this time. However, the smokes have done a world of good for Movistar as they're just going to rush on towards this B site. Mighty Max is waiting in the wings, and some fantastic shots from Endpoint will net them a hell of a lot. Thomas, though, going down to the AWP. Robin leading towards Cap. Stiliga was waiting through that smoke. He pushed that a little bit too far forward. And Endpoint only up one player now. Have picked up a couple of weapons across the board. Endpoint looking to put their first round and make their mark on this game. Some very sensible decisions being made. Both teams playing more passive, playing for the long game rather than the short term. You can't win every clutch. They are well aware of that, and that's why the previous round save has led to, well, fantastic round for them here because they have the guns, they have the utility, everything they needed to really win out here. Stiliga checking these corners. Doesn't want to get caught out. 30 seconds left on the clock. If he can find his way onto the site, if he can find a pick here, that's a perfect opportunity for Eastall to come rocking in and get that plant down. Crucial's not looking too far. Might get caught out. Here's the drawn nade. It wasn't enough. And at that point, if you're Easter here, you just want to get the heck out of here. Unfortunately, won't be able to get a bomb down. Was a little bit too greedy there. As a result, goes down. Endpoint win their first round in this map, bringing it 1-3. We'll be able to buy up. Same can be said, though, for Movistar Riders, as they had a hell of a lot of bank left in there. Bit of damage there onto Robin. Eastall. Leave legging him. Gonna rotate now though, our Movistar. Don't want to go too aggressive, but I like this mid contest that we're seeing from Endpoint. It's very crucial for the way that this round is going to be playing out. Mopal's playing close to the wall, looking for Crucial here, expecting him. Gets the headshot, exactly what you want to see from Mopal's here. Expecting that contest. Molly's going down all over the place. Mopal's waiting through the edge of the smoke. For someone to push for it to dissipate. Surreal. Picks up the gun. Good spam there, which will net them the up. Deal a bit of damage to Mopal's though. Mopal's still looking to get aggressive. Very up and in your face is this Movistar's Riders player. Mopal's in jungle here now. And no one's even contested him. Sees Thomas, gets the frag. And this is just Endpoint not keeping track of these players. And Endpoint have been blown open on this A site. There's one player remaining. Robin gets torched by the Molotov. Mighty Max like, I'm not going in there. Endpoint lose the round. Moving 4-1. I don't have anywhere near enough money to be buying him next round. Whoa. Sorry about that. Good frag though, from Lowell. Sorry, from Mighty Max onto Lowell. Dealing damage where you can, always helpful. Now we'll be able to rebuy though, because of this one round. Alex coming up tunnel stairs, should be contesting him, but Alex gets a drop on him, and as a result, Movistar Riders clean out that round. And now no AK going into this round, no nothing. They'll be picking up. I'd be surprised if they pick up anything. Maybe Crucial can buy down. It depends on whether he wants to be looking for an AWP. And besides, oh, this round he bought an AWP. They're playing around this AWP very, very aggressively. Buying up those pistols. All buying to 2k. Expecting to be able to buy maybe some FAMASs and some M4s for the next round. They find a couple of frags though. Feels pretty good here. Deagle doing a bit of work. Lowell getting aggressive. Gets onto Mighty Max. This does go down. Trades 1 for 1 though with that CT. Feels pretty good. The AWP is still in the hands of Crucial here. Wants to play very passive. Doesn't want to get too far up. In fact, it's backing away completely. It's going to be Robin, who was looking for an extra kill. Maybe an extra rifle if he could even get out. But trying to do some damage. Now, Crucial DC is going to have that AWP in his hands for the next round when they'll buy up around it. And it feels much more comfortable there as a result. The glass cannon was more for a save this round. than for actually trying to win it, unless they walked right on into it, which could have happened. We've seen Crucial with some pretty fantastic AWP play, but it would have been hard to win in that situation. I'm just gonna get the mic. Movistar Riders off to a fantastic start here on Mirage. Everything they could have wanted has happened, basically. They dropped a round, but Endpoint just about able to put up a bye with a save from Crucial in the last round. It would have been disastrous if Movistar Riders had managed to find Crucial in that previous round. A good strap. Really sucked to not paying off. Mopostar gets his head blown off, but Crucial is a great back for it. Robin, holding connector, and deals with the aggression that we've seen from Movistar Riders so far. Used to back up a little bit more, does get into the smoke and manages to escape. It is now looking for that hop on up to here. Still eager. Playing at the back of onsite A. Move around, expecting a player in that CT position. There are going to be two coming right at him. Robin. They're looking for it. Making sure there's no one in ninja. Back up in Palace, Easter is waiting, looking at stairs. No one's coming from there. They're coming up close. Molly will be there. Easter, where it's going to be happening. Hits the shot into Mighty Max, takes a lot of damage for it, but Robin, you're just not in the position to do anything, mate. Easter tries to get it, but it's going to be Steel Eager who closes that out again. And Movistar Riders pick up that 6th round. It's not looking so good for Endpoint here. On the side of their choice, here on the deciding map. 2-1 for them. Sorry, not 2-1, sorry. 1-1, the current score. Could be 2-1 for them if they really get their ass into gear. It's going to be difficult, though. Endpoint have been down before. In the first map, they made it quite the comeback. But they didn't win that map either. It's definitely going to be a big ask. Coming into this, Movistar Riders are rated higher, are expected to come out on top, but Endpoint have been plucky so far. With these CZs, done a great job. This team kill from Mopos, but you know what, probably going to die anyway with that CZ doing a hell of a lot of damage. Good AWP play there from Thomas, just backing off, waiting for Mopos to push that aggressive angle. And there's been something we've seen from Movistar Riders again and again, pushing too aggressively. They play very patient, they look for that opportunity, and then they try and take it to the bank, you know? It hasn't been particularly successful in this situation. Movistar Riders going to be backing off, deciding this round is going to be difficult to win. 2 versus 4. Surprised we haven't seen more of Endpoint potentially go up, try and pick up the weapons greedily, but makes a lot of sense. Maybe look towards the end of the round. And I like the way they position on this. They're moving back in, actually. They're looking to contest this, potentially. The AWP shot does ring out, but doesn't ring true. Oh, continuing to try and get aggressive. The smoke does come down. They have 10 seconds on the clock. Alex gets legged. Molly comes on out. Good shot from Lowell there. Continuing to try and hold this. The bomb does go down. Movistar Riders trying their best here. You notice the head, but Alex is the one finding Surreals. Good shot onto Thomas, and Movistar Riders, from the jaws of defeat, snatch that round. Endpoint, full of mistakes there. Unfortunate to see. Endpoint unable to really make a mark in this map so far. Will the double AWP setup be enough? Crucial and Surreal both had success on it throughout this series. However, this game has proved a little bit difficult for everyone on the team. Crucial only finding 1 frag in 8 rounds. Make it 2. He's doubled it already. That's like what we like to see. Aggressive pushes potentially incoming from Alex here. Robin is covering, expecting an aggression. And there we go. Dealt with, done and dusted. And Eastor for an opportunity to push on in here. There was a player The flash going towards connector in jungle. More flashes. Crucial has to push back. Finds the snapshot onto Staliga as he tries to push down the stairs. Robin moving up high. Nice shot there from Mighty Max. Behind you. Eastor goes down. And Endpoint put another round on the board for themselves, moving themselves up to 2-7. And if they streak this, they could bring this back to a respectable scoreline. That's what we like to see. After that 2v4, getting 2v4'd by Movistar Riders, they were like, guys, we need to sort something out here, and decide to come back with a good round. Smoke comes on in. The nade goes on out. Hits Eastor for a big 42. Thomas. Doing a great job so far. The Movistar Riders have generally been dominating this match. Surreal. Holding through connector here. Expecting connector pushes. It's been something we've seen from Movistar Rider a lot. Also, moving along the catwalk. Pushing too far. Are very aware that there could easily be an AWP player holding this, but as that happens, the smoke comes on in. Movistar will use that opportunity to cross. Potentially looking towards his B site. Waiting for the execute. Now's their time. A nice headshot from Mopos onto Thomas. However, Crucial covering that, finds the second, but does get refragged. It is now even Stevens in terms of players on the board. But Movistar Riders gonna lose another, and Robin in a fantastic position here. Player to keep your eyes on is Alex here. With that big flank, finds Surreal, brings it 2-2. Takes down Robin as well. And now it's going to be difficult for Mighty Max to really make an impact here. Has got to be quick. Got to be taking out players like Lowell. Lowell's expecting it. Brings up his gun. Looking for the shot, but he's already crossed. If he can utilize this opportunity of Lowell not expecting it. But the footsteps were too much. As he landed, Lowell went and flicked right across to him. Movistar Riders pick up round 10. Unfortunately, right back where they started for Endpoint. Deagles and CZs. Bit of utility with some armor. Buying down to about 2 point something. Not terrible, but not exactly where you want to be either. Pause. And then Neon Rider. Get a Mac 10 all up in their faces as he finds a kill. Does get traded back though. Staliga does go down. Lowell opening up the site for taking down Crucial and Robin with the help of Mopos. Thomas though, with a deagle, takes down Mopos, bringing it 2-3. Make that 1-3. As Mighty Max falls in jungle. And Thomas, he doesn't have much to live for here. He's not got a huge amount of weapons on him. If he can find something, maybe he can take that and try and save. But if not, 2.7k in the bank is good enough to work with. Gets hit by the molly and gets sprayed down by Alex. As Endpoint loses another round, and Movistar Riders are 7 rounds up. The question is, what does Endpoint need to do here? They're often getting split, they're losing their duels more than anything. Some unlucky timing, but on the whole, Movistar Riders have been really getting a feel of their positions, the way they've been playing, and just been eaten alive. Good play from Thomas, though. He has been absolutely on point with his aim so far in this series, and stimming the aggression onto the B site. Movistar Riders will have to beat a retreat here to get smoked out and everything. He still takes 2 damage from that nade. Endpoint. Still aware that they have to play much more spread out defense. Movistar Riders potentially come back to look for more. No, going through underpass. No mid control for Endpoint here. It's potentially a huge flaw in the way they're playing here. Probably expecting the player on cat at this point. The boost is going to come through. They're going to go through jungle here instead. They don't want to mess with that player on cat. Robin was holding the angle, but Lowell, with some good aim, will dispatch him quickly. They're still crucial in CT. Looking towards safe side. Cat player is not long for this world as eStore takes down Surreal. And it is 3 versus 3 yet again. Endpoint finding themselves good positions, finding the opportunity for good shots, but just not hitting them. The worst thing to happen. Thomas does get a fragment at Easter. The bomb will go down. It's 2 versus 2. This is winnable. Not like that, though, as the Colat through Thomas's legs will deal with Mighty Max. Thomas has exactly 17 HP to work with. That could be enough. Decides against it. Doesn't want to get too greedy. Backs off. He's thinking about the next 3 rounds. Giving up on this one, but there's still hope. Moving on to the CT side. Sorry, onto the T side. Could be exactly what they need. They have succeeded on that before. Endpoint not doing particularly great right now because Movistar Riders has just been picking them apart. You can see the frags. 15-4 for Lowell here has been showing up on this map. Whereas Stiliga and Mopos, those who we saw really succeed in the last one, haven't been doing less so. It's been Alex and Lowell show in Mirage here. Mopos dealing with Crucial in mid. That's a terrible area to lose. It's required for control of the mid game in this map, and as a result, Movistar can just execute whenever they want. Surreal, though, waiting in the wings, does pick up Mopos as he pushes on way too aggressively. The nade goes towards CT. Won't be quite enough to finish off anyone. Surreal is getting spammed out. He's okay right now. Finally gets finished off by the orb, and Thomas is executed as well. Endpoint down 2 players. Might just go for the save here. Robin starting to fall back. Doesn't get picked off as he leaves, so pretty happy about that. But Endpoint, when will it come the time to just not fall back? They need to make these players. They need to take aggressive fights, because otherwise Movistar Riders are going to find those first few picks, and then from that, win everything. This T side from Movistar Riders has been spectacular. To 11. The death tolls really coming out right now for Endpoint, not looking strong. Need to redouble their efforts, maybe take a timeout, sit, think about what's going on, decide on their strategy, figure out what they're going to do in the next half, because the next half is going to be the place where they're going to really make that comeback. Because you've got that advantage being on T side in terms of economics. You can really shut down, take a lot of rounds straight off of CT, purely because they just have worse guns and less utility. That's going to be the big opportunity. Utility coming in. Lopos does go down. That's what we like to see. Mighty Max finding the opening pick. And so far, opening picks have been very decisive in this series. Stiliga continuing to smoke out mid, and Movistar again controlling the beating heart of this map in mid, and from that being able to choose a lot of their fights and make decisions off of the information that they already have. Thomas is on the backside, finds Stiliga, finds eStore, finds Alex! And that'll be the round as Endpoint close it out. Fantastic play there from Thomas. 30-year-old talent indeed. Really showing up here. Picking up that 3rd round for Endpoint. The only one on his team, well, not the only one, but one of the few players on his team with an even KDA there. Remember, Mighty Max makes the big plays here. Nice orb shot there from Crucial. Playing well, playing strong. eStore playing far too aggressive, and the M4 paying dividends. He takes down another. Endpoint finished the half with 2 strong rounds. It's got to get your confidence back up, but to win it, they have to win 12 rounds more in the second half. Movistar only 5. But hey, on this T side, it could be exactly what they need to do. This pistol, though, is going to be exceedingly important. If they don't win this, their backs are really up against the wall, because off of that, Movistar Riders should be able to put up some sort of early buys, and as a result, kind of succeed. However, the inverse is true. Endpoint can just stack up a couple of rounds for free, because of the lack of economy for the CTs. No problem. Telling you exactly where they are. Good pistoling so far from Stalega. However, gets taken down by Thomas. Even with the HE being particularly relevant. Coming through the smoke. Thomas has the USP, takes down one, backs on off. Alex goes down, so does eStore. And Endpoint pick up that win and that pistol round. And as I said, very important. Necessary for them winning here. They could make it back. It's definitely possible. Sorry, just taking a drink quickly. Very thirsty. Just like Endpoint are thirsty for wins here. I mean, they certainly are. They've come... Okay, hello, dog. They've come very close in a lot of these rounds, especially in the first map. Even though Movistar kind of shut them out in a lot of ways, some of these rounds were very, very close, and a lot of kills going back and forth. The teams are pretty evenly matched for the most part. You change the map bans, and this series could be entirely different. Train was interesting. Endpoint looking for their opportunity to make this movement. The smoke is absolutely huge. Surreal walks around the corner spraying and pays dividends for him, as the rest of the team also executes at short range. The remaining members of Movistar Riders. Movistar Riders try to move on out with eStore, but that wasn't enough either. There's one player left. He's in the jungle. Mopok only has a scout, so I keep calling him Mopok. That's not the right name. Pretty sure Mopok's from Discworld or something like that. One of Terry Pratchett's books. Any Terry Pratchett fans in chat? Fantastic writer. Robin? No, very aggressive. Mag 10 just right to the dome for there for Mopop. Mopos. Some Mopop on the brain. Bad Endpoint picking up a couple of rounds now in a row. I believe this is like their 4th round in a row. Yeah. This kind of tempo, this kind of momentum is exactly what they need to make a big comeback. And comeback they are intending to make. Don't count them out yet. Conversely, Movistar Riders, strong team, have shown some fantastic play, especially when it comes to patience, when they need to. Exceedingly good. Robin, with some really nice aggression there, alongside the rest of their team, will just execute. Stalega tries to rush towards CT, but will get pistoled down. Endpoint racking up quite the bank. Robin, specifically. A couple of kills there with both the SMG and with the pistol, so making money. But this is the opportunity for Movistar Riders to really kick it into high gear. They have all their buy, everything they could ask for, apart from a little bit of utility. Exactly what they want. Good orb shot there from Easter, playing very far forward, taking out a key member of the Endpoint side. Thomas. Definitely a huge fragger for them. Alex. Playing close up, but deciding to fall back. Flash comes in. Crucial. Makes another peek. Takes down eStore. Taste of his own medicine. Doing similar to what he did to just Thomas just earlier in the round. Crucial. Keeping up mid-control. Said before, the beating heart of this map. Take control of it, and from there, the world's your oyster. You can go wherever you want. You can move into any position. His big cross-section. So, any crossing. Not cross-section. Surreal. Heard the movement. Dealt with Stalega very deftly. Mopos waiting in apartments. Sniper's nest. But is flushed out. Robin with the big flank. Robin's really come alive the last 2 rounds. The HE does a bit of damage, but Lowell is getting sprayed on a lot. Bang through the wall, but there we go. Surreal will finish him off. Only Mopos left, and Mopos starting to come through connector now. You can hear him moving. He's up on stairs here. Surreal peeks on out. This could be exactly what you need. The orb shot miss is crucial. Oh, a terrible position. The smoke comes on down. Crucial needs to start moving. Doesn't find the shot as the cross comes on in. Mopos is forcing them forward. Mopos is going to stick it now. Looking for this as much as he can. He's just going to be able to get it. Mopos gets the defuse, and Crucial can't push on forward. That smoke, absolutely fantastic from Mopos. Crucial needs to hit those. Though, Endpoint still has enough to rebuy. They're not out. Movistar Riders haven't killed the dream. And had to spend a lot themselves to get back into this round. Don't have much in the way of utility. And that could be the deal breaker here. They are forced to make aggressive plays. That was almost it for Robin. Doesn't quite find head. Instead, a hell of a lot of body. Mighty Max, though. Didn't keep his head on his shoulders. As Alex smashed him quickly as he wasn't looking the right way. Picks up an AK as well. Robin. Playing back here. Lowell. The smoke off. You don't need to play passively. Movistar Riders have the advantage. They don't need to play aggressive. They're 12-7. They have all the guns in the world. They're a player up. What do they need to do? Losing a player like that isn't particularly great. Alex goes down. But Lowell, sitting in CT here, will be a good hold. Deliga, waiting for that utility to be expanded. Deals with Thomas as he tries to jump on in. However, isn't looking at the right angle. Deliga moves into the site. Deals with Mighty Max. Sorry, Crucial. Very well there. And clutches out against Robin as well. Some fantastic frags from Deliga there. To take Movistar Riders to 13-7. This is not what you want to see if you're an Endpoint fan. Endpoint looked like they were on that comeback, and then Movistar Riders shutting the door in their face. Going to be buying up around Surreal with this orb. Deagles have been successful for the Endpoint side. However, doing it here is going to be far more difficult, especially with the smokes going towards mid. Movistar going to probably be surprised to see this orb in this round. Shocked even. He's still holding the angle well, taking those long angles where they can. You could just about see Surreal's head there. And Mighty Max's whole body as he gets taken down there. Endpoint losing a member early on. Exact opposite what we want to see. I want to see that though. But Lowell finding some good shots, doesn't quite find the kill. The AWP from Surreal doing a lot of work. The cat player doesn't manage to find anyone. But Robin with those headshots is absolutely schmoovin'. And now CT player. 2 of them. 1 potentially going to come through jungle. No, 2 from CT. Robin is holding it. He knows exactly where they're coming from. The AWP is there. Into the waiting arms of Robin. And Endpoint sees back control of this round from the jaws of defeat. They didn't have too much money. They didn't have too many weapons. All they had was an AWP and a dream. And a couple of deagles, I guess. And those weren't impactful at all, don't you mean? Endpoint pulling it back again. 8-13. Good round. Endpoint. Definitely starting something. And Thomas is pretty much the forefront of it. Has been making fantastic plays. Not only just finding the big frag, finding the opportunities to set up, catching them off guard at really critical junctures. Movistar Riders often losing rounds due to starting frags of this man. Mighty Max not expecting this many players to come say hello to him, but still manages to find 2 and almost 3. The AWP shot there from Crucial will finish off Alex. Lowell looking to push on up here, but look who's waiting. Robin has a little message for you. M4 all the way. Endpoint taking control of this round. Only one remaining is Stilega, but we've seen Stilega have fantastic performances. Do not count this man out, especially with the way they're moving. They're moving towards him. If he turns around at the right time, they divert away from him. There is one. Surreal is here. Not expecting that. And now they know where that final member is. It's easy to shut him down from here. Robin, we'll see. And we'll get that spray down. Endpoint with the good communication will close out that round. We'll be able to easily buy up. Thomas is going to drop. His dear friend Surreal. Endpoint. Definitely showing us they can keep it cool. Ben spends way too long spraying there. Surgically removed by Alex. Being such a nuisance. Smoke and Molly will force Surreal to get a little bit out of there. The good smoke will cover, at least for a while, Mighty Max, and then Stilega again making these plays. Crucial goes down through the smoke. The only one remaining is Thomas. Thomas, he's going to get it out of there. They can buy up the next round. It's absolutely fine. He can even fight this. He's not going to, though, but they are going to be going hunting for him. Thomas. Pushing up a little bit. There's an AWP waiting. Big mistake. It's taken down by eStore here, and Movistar Riders 14-9. 2 rounds away from winning. It's going to be hard. Endpoint. Been successful, but they need to do a little bit more. Crucial. With a good shot, we'll take down eStore. Good way to start the round. Thomas, again, dealing with some of these problem players. Lowell and Mopoz, the only remaining members. They are back deep on this site. CT is smoked out. They don't know whether there's a player actually on site. They need to keep their eyes out. And this looks like they will lose. Nice shot there from Crucial to finish them off. The last remaining member is Mopoz, who is actually making that big flank. Maybe looking for some exit frags. Maybe looking to test the system themselves. They won't be able to make a full buy if they do make a buy in the next round. But they have something. Mighty Max. Definitely been good in this game. They've started to really turn up in a lot of these rounds. Those two players who were struggling in that first half, Surreal and Crucial, starting to catch up in terms of these frags, and it's been really key. Whereas the underperformers on Movistar, it's a bit sad to see. Mopoz, really successful in some of the other rounds, but the aggression which they've showed has been less useful in this one. Did at least manage to find an exit frag there, which is good for them. Endpoint starting to catch up. There is some. There are legs here. Endpoint can do it. Crucial finds a shot onto eStore. It's a good way to open up the round. Punctuated by AWP shots. Surreal takes down Stilega in the mid. Does go down, but frags abound for Endpoint here. Are exactly what we want to see. And the only remaining member is Mopoz, who does manage to find Robin, but so far been unable to really have a major impact in this game. So, Endpoint going to get that plant down. And from there, it should be all but theirs. 11-14. Endpoint take the round, and Movistar Riders starting to feel the rumblings of something from Endpoint. The comeback is real. It's happening. Will Movistar Riders get swallowed by the fear? Will they rise above and take the series 2-1? This deciding map has been close, to say the least. Back and forth. Much like the series. Winning on each other's maps. Definitely very interesting. Not exactly what they're expecting, though. Endpoint only 3 rounds behind now. They only need to win 5 to win the series. But if Movistar win 1 more, that takes us 2 tiebreakers. To overtime. We could be going the whole 9 yards. Good flick there from Crucial. When it comes down to this clutch, this man does show up. He has struggled earlier on in this map, but has already succeeded here. Lol, hanging around the corner, looking for an opportunity. Doesn't have too much in the way of firepower, but P250 at a close range can pack a punch. Eastall. Looking towards mid. It's going to be difficult to contest these rifles at this range. Staliga does a bit of damage to Crucial, but doesn't finish him off. Robin's red line will lead to a frag, but it's only one, and he gets taken down. That is one of the only rifle in Movistar hands going down. They can't get the one they're just trying to frag on. Lovell finds the shots, picks it up. This is Movistar Riders' round to win now. Some fantastic plays. Surreal has got to clutch it out. Has been fantastic in the second half a little bit more. Finds one. The molly doing a lot of damage. Doesn't want to die to that. But it's 1 versus 2. He can do it. Knows where the bomb is. It's not being covered. Lovell on site. Alex on B. They don't have much in the way of weapons. Lovell is the only one with a weapon. He's got an AK. Just one tap him in the head. That's all you need to do. Surreal versus 2. Moving towards the site with less weapons. So this is good for him. But 31 HP. His USP can do major damage. Alex hears the sound. Knows they're here. Go to the plant. Gets removed from the server. Surreal taken down. And we are going to overtime at the very least. As it's match point for Movistar Riders. And they will be able to buy up here. Endpoint has to force on some of these players. Thomas doesn't have enough. The AWP going for Crucial. Will this buy me enough? Just as 5 rifles on Movistar's side. Double AWP setup. Endpoint can deal with that. I'm going to find this pretty simple. Thomas being the rear guard here. Expecting some kind of flank. Movistar Riders have been known to try and make those where they can. But nothing coming yet. Instead, it's a push up through connector. Mighty Max is really up close and personal alongside Robin, who is checking towards that cat. Making sound. Telling the opponents where they are. We do see Staliga moving up on the minimap. Flash comes on. This is an opportunity. 48 seconds of spray comes, but it doesn't land anywhere relevant. Robin has to fall back. That molly is big. 50 seconds on the clock. Endpoint forced into a corner. Eastall does go down. 2 frags quickly for Endpoint here. Surreal blocks onto the site. However, a flank from Lowell takes them down. 35 seconds. Lowell takes a third. Endpoint on site. Lowell manages to go down to Thomas here. Thomas can pick up a rifle as well. The smokes and the mollies go down. The plant is going to be done as well. AWPs and a rifle. Gets sprayed. Crucial doesn't quite die. Thomas, though, does. And Crucial really needs to close this out. It won't be enough. GG's. Endpoint go down there. And Movistar Riders 16-11 on map 3. Fantastically played by both sides, but in the end, the clutch was not enough, and the Spaniards take down Endpoint.